Hi everyone, it's Cherryenchantress. I'm here with another pick a card, and this time we're going to do what will your engagement ring look like? This was an idea from somebody. It wasn't my idea, but somebody had this idea in mind. I was like, I have a lot of pretty rings. We could really dive into the whole ring topic. So let's go ahead and do that. I think maybe I'll put a little music on for you guys or some ambiance. I think I found something nice. Okay. Alright, let's just relax. We have 3 piles here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Each pile is a pendulum that I decided to use pendulum since I have all my rings in here. So we have this pendulum, which has all the stones of the different chakra points, and the actual pointer is an amethyst. And I like this because it has sort of a Buddha lady or a mother, the womb symbol. So it's kind of like the ancient mother symbol and fertility. Then pile 2 has a very classic, very strong clear crystal, quartz, pointy, and it has a nice weight to it, and it came with the beautiful little treasure box that I put all my charms in. All my pendulums in here now. So, and that was a gift from Melanie. And then this came in the Goddessprovisions. This is also clear crystal, and the bottom of it has a moon. I'll call this one moon crystal or moon. Oh, look and see, this has an interesting design. So it's kind of like, it's like the energy flow is really interesting in this one, and it works really well. All right, so those are your 3 choices, and at the end of each reading I will kind of pull out some rings, and we can kind of we'll go shopping together at the ring store. We'll decide which one it represents you, represents your love, represents what you hope for, what you dream for as far as your engagement ring is concerned. So push out your breath, take a deep breath, close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes, and now let them drift to the pile that's meant for you. Let's begin. Okay, and here's pile number 1. I'm laughing because you don't realize how much time it's taken me to get here. But anyway, this is the beautiful amethyst pendulum here with the little mommy belly. But that's also kind of like, it's not just mommy belly. It's like in the ancient, prehistoric times, there's all these little symbols of the goddess, and it was usually a large bellied woman. That was supposed to be the thing. We always have sort of our notions what a beautiful woman is supposed to look like. And that in those days, having a big belly, whether you're pregnant or not, was the thing. See, too. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and let's go through these tarot cards to kind of get an idea what your ring might be like. So here we have the 2 of Cups. It looks like a very romantic scene outdoors. You got maybe a little bit of wine. She's kind of holding, what is she holding? She's holding some kind of leaf or something. I wonder if that's what he gave her. He's like, here, this is your ring. And she's like, oh, it's very natural looking. No, but I think, I think there's a naturalness about this. Very sweet and natural. Let's see what the enchanted romance have to say. So you get the 10 of Wands. He might be a little bit sweep you off your feet. It might surprise you and just, wow, this is sudden. This one feels almost like an embrace. The 10 of Wands is about, the burdens and the duty and stuff. Maybe it's a bit of duty behind it, but I feel like he feels definitely sort of swept up in the moment. And then you got the Nine of Cups. It's so sweet, very romantic, wishes coming true, and again outdoors, and nature. So I feel like definitely natural. Romance angels say, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So because your soulmate is a little bit different, maybe your ring will also be a little bit different. All right, and let's see. Here's one that I made because I felt I needed to represent this, and it came out in your pile. You have permanence. So it's possible your ring could be kind of something unusual, like a tattoo ring, where two people, and look, it's kind of like nature. It's like a leaf, and this is not just one leaf, but it's a whole forest. So she's got the leaf that comes from the forest, kind of something like that. Romantic and yet kind of different from the usual, and a little bit edgy and sweet. And then we have this is the cherry lineament, and it's possible it could be marquee cut or have a lot of jewels in it for some of you. Maybe come in an ornate box, maybe, or be presented on velvet or something like that. And then see, here we go again with this is the fairy lineament, and this looks like a very natural kind of fairy-like ring. It's like almost like a Claddagh ring or a Celtic design or something, but it's like very natural and reflecting the outdoors. So let's see. Here, I'll let you look. I'll close my eyes. What are we gonna get for you? Oh, we got two of these. Okay, let's see. We got two rings. So yeah, I don't actually have a Claddagh ring, but this kind of makes me think of that a little bit. It's kind of like maybe his will be more like a cross, and yours will be more feminine with stones and things in it. But there you go. That looks like your rings will be something a little bit natural, or a little bit Celtic, or a little bit, fairy-like, or traditional of your country, maybe something like that. And then possibly some of the others of you could have a definite ring that has really beautiful stones and sparkles really nicely, So there you go, guys. If you like, just stick around and we'll add some extra charms to your situation. That was a lot. So you have Disney, maybe some kind of Disney theme or something like that, something a little bit unusual. We have the number 13, have the number 23, a rock solid situation, brave, enough. I got name and kiss. And 2019, so you're going back in time to get engaged. Maybe you're already engaged and you still haven't gotten the ring, or maybe something about 2019 will remind you, or maybe your ring will have a rose in it somehow. Or that's interesting, because one of the tattoo rings that I saw was an X and an X and an IX, which was 2019. So maybe yours will have sort of like a number on it as well. You have peace. You have Aries, which is courageous. You have San Juan. You have the death. You could have one of those, kind of, like a little bit like this, a heart and skulls ring maybe. We'll just give you that a possibility here. You could also have, so I feel like Pegasus, like flying up, you know, maybe there's a birdie theme. You like being outdoors again, under the moonlight possibly, or a moon, pagan or some kind of moonlight, something having to do with the direction. Operation Lifesaver. This feels like looking both ways before crossing the street. It's going to be very magical though. And I think this person, you're going to feel that way. Like they came in, and when they came in, they saved your life. You know, they couldn't live without them. You have bingo. Bingo. It's almost like spirits just said, yeah, exactly what you just said. And you got cherry. The cherry could also be part of the ring, or these cherries are very sparkly, so maybe definite sparkle in your ring. And you have the 0, so it could be very inexpensive, or it could be very expensive. Like keep adding zeros onto it, you know, more and more zeros. It's really up to the person. Like something that's very simple and inexpensive, or something that goes on, and it's also in the shape of a ring. You know, it's like it really represents your unity, I think, this ring. All right, you guys. All right, so I've got a do name for you. Let's just stick all these back in. Okay. Oops. Oh, geez, sorry. There we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got C L A I. It's almost spells that Claudia ring that I was saying. E N R. I think I see David. Well, I don't have another D. Maybe Gavin. There you go. There's a name. If it resonates with anybody. We also have Ed. We have Clear. It could be a very pretty, you know, the 3 C's, whatever, cut, clarity, and let's see. We have divine. Well, we don't have the other I. Almost. Ear. Deer. We have live. All right, you guys, if you see your initials or your name or something that you feel represents you and your person, that is for you, and I hope you like that. I'm gonna move on to the next now. Okay, and here's pile number 2 with the pendulum, the quartz pendulum, and it has a nice weight to it. It swings really nicely, and it comes in that cute little treasure chest. All right, let's see. Let's see what cards you have that will help describe what ring you will have. What kind of engagement ring? So we have the 6 of Cups. I feel like something that's gonna make you feel really happy. Like, I don't know, that moment feels like makes you feel like a kid again. it could be with somebody that's very familiar that you've known for a while, or you just kind of get this nostalgic feeling like, oh my God, this is what I dreamt of as when I was a little kid. You know, I dreamt of having a ring like this, or I dreamt of this moment. You have the Four of Pentacles, which I feel like with the Pandora's box, it just symbolizes that it's going to be in a very fancy, maybe ornate container box. And maybe you'll have a peek at it before it's presented to you. Like maybe you'll already know, or maybe you pick it out, you know, maybe you picked it out with them. Maybe it won't be a surprise. Yeah, you guys are, this seems like a very close couple right here. So you make your decisions together, and maybe you picked it out together. And then we have engagement with the romance angels. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I think, you know, you both feel very content about it. You know, I see it just feels very like a very traditional kind of, possibly a traditional type of ring, and everything that they do will be in a traditional sense, but you might end up wearing it and not on your ring finger somehow. I don't know, that's why I was saying that. You got, and then you see you got the traditional ring, which it could be diamonds, it could be a beautiful bright stone, but I see very, and possibly with some wing decoration, some kind of scrolly or wing type decoration, something to represent angels maybe, or birds. You have yeah, see, I think it's like a pillow. It'll either be in a really fancy ornate box or presented on a really beautiful pillow, but this is a very bland gold ring, but the presentation's really beautiful. It's probably very high quality, very expensive gold, even though it looks very simple. It's simple but extremely valuable, and presented in a very romantic and ornate way. And then you got this one. So yeah, definitely could have some beautiful stones in it. The ruby talks about, you know, stability and long term. This is a very beautiful connection. You guys feel very connected. I see like interesting ornate design, probably, but simple, but maybe not too gaudy. And yeah, it's interesting. This ring came out for, well, this ring I pulled out for number 1, but it's kind of looks similar. It's like on this part has like little scrolly things. The difference is this being skulls and the heart, but kind of similar to that a little bit. So we leave that as a possibility for you, and then we're gonna dip into the rings and see what else might be a possibility. Okay, I got these two. Oh, 3. Oh yeah, see, so we have something that's like turquoise, very natural, kind of like for some of you it might be kind of like Native American natural stones, that kind of thing, and natural materials, maybe even silver. Some of you will go with silver and turquoise, and others of you will have a really big, beautiful, very elaborate ring, bright diamonds, and then still others of you may have, you know, or like this is still a beautiful big bright either diamond or some kind of really beautiful jewel. Some of you will have like a very simplistic ring, maybe the masculine will, and some of you will have sort of a natural kind of earthy sort of like a Native American type style. So let's see what else we can come up with with your charms. All right. So the moment will be very sweet, like a cupcake. Maybe you'll be out getting dessert when this happens. You'll be dressed up, dolled up to the nines, very cute. Here we have, this one's, is that Elsa? Or I think that is Elsa. Oh, wow, that's nice. I feel like maybe Elsa just didn't expect this to ever happen to her. But yeah, nice. It'll be a very dressy affair. I think top hat maybe, but you both will be dressed up nicely. Because you get the shoes and he's got the hat. You have the key to each other's heart. Somebody could be from Germany here or have German ancestry. There's hope. The fish talks about, lots of abundance, plenty of money. So money's no object when it comes to the ring. You definitely will have sort of a traditional, like kind of a toast night, a night out where it will be presented to you in a very formal way. Here's another example. Might be, instead of rubies, sapphires, could be emeralds. You could have these kind of accents in your, but also just, the diamond part will be a very beautiful diamond. You have freedom. It's interesting freedom came out because I feel like this love is a free love, even though it's super connected, and you flow together like so easily and beautifully. The angels have always been by your side watching over you. Maybe around Christmas time, something sweet. We got, lots of sweets, or maybe it's just a sweet moment. We have the pentacles, very stable. Ooh, see the date, late for a very important date. So it could start off like a situation where you're rushing to get to this date and you run a little bit late. But yeah, there's the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. And maybe it's all tied with a beautiful bow. Very formal, or maybe a little bit formal. At least it's very traditional and very sweet. And I think it'll be somewhat expected, but I think the whole marriage idea was something you weren't planning for yourself necessarily. I think that the engagement itself, even though we might have picked out the ring, the whole, it's just sort of it sweeps you off your feet. It's just a surprise and very nice, even though you've been knowing each other for a while. So I just feel like maybe just never thought that you'd end up marrying this person, but you're so glad to, because you really feel happy and comfortable with them. Okay, well, I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next. Alright, and here's pile number 3 with this really nice pendulum from the Goddessprovisions. It comes down to a nice point. It almost looks like a great pyramid, doesn't it? And then it also has another point, so it really has this energy flow, and then it has this really sweet moon at the end. So yeah. Let's see what cards you get to kind of give a clue what your ring might be like. Alright, you got the 4 of Cups, and this is from the Victorian Romantic Tarot. And I just feel like okay, so the masculine here may not have wanted a big to-do about an engagement party or something, or maybe he's sort of like famous, but he's sort of shy about it. He doesn't want a lot of attention, or maybe he doesn't want the ring. He doesn't want anybody to talk about the engagement or the ring or anything like that. He's kind of shy about the situation. Maybe the people in the family expect it to be the engagement or the proposal to be a real public affair. And look, you've got the 4 of Wands, so this could definitely be a twin flame situation. With the woman on top here, over the man, I feel like a very strong, the feminine here has a lot of strength. It's kind of interesting that we have the same colors here with the gold dress and the black tuxedo. Maybe they're the ones together and she's admiring him and everybody's fawning over him, and he's like, no, don't fawn over me. and it's kind of the same thing, like he's very modest. And maybe your ring will be very modest, or maybe it will be very fancy and he just doesn't want to brag about it. Let's see. Yeah, and you are just, I think that, maybe a little bit rich or very dressed up or passionate, just gorgeous. Like, you're the one that deserves the attention is probably what he's thinking. Like, you're the beauty. So, your ring. So far it looks like it's going to be something very special, very, very, like, everybody's going to be impressed with it. Something that the crowd will like too. Let's see what you got. You've got heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. The place where you guys feel the most safe and connected is when it's just between the two of you. But here it goes again, this sort of more forceful woman, like she's in the man's space a lot. So I think the feminine here is going to have a lot to do with this ring. Or maybe she's the one proposing, So that's possible. But she might be the one to pick it out, or she might be the one to propose, or she has her ideas in mind, what she wants. And we've got this beautiful Victorian lineament. She definitely is showing off to the world. She's a very beautiful, and she thinks her ring looks beautiful on her, and it looks beautiful to everybody else. She definitely likes showing off. In a good way. Like, she's not conceited. She's just very happy and proud to show off her man and her ring, and the whole situation makes her feel good. Let's see what else. And so we got the this is the fairy tale lineament, and this one is kind of like the Aladdin coming out, and it's like your wish is coming true. So you might have the feminine here might have wished for a particular ring, and it came true, and it comes true. And then we have engagement, and look, it's very beautiful, maybe extremely fancy, rich ring. That's why she's showing it off to everybody, because it's so fancy. So let's see what your ring might be like. Only got one. Okay, that one's not too fancy. That looks more like a masculine. Let's feel again. Oh, that's too many. Let's see. Oh, that one's pretty. Nice. A very unique style. So the masculine, okay, so that makes sense with the pictures, with the cards, I mean. The masculine here, he's very unassuming, he's very modest, and his ring will be, it's quite pretty, but it will be more bland compared to hers, which will be a really gorgeous kind of cut and nice clarity and everything else. Let me see if I can put these back. So another, similar to maybe like a diamond ring, but really high quality platinum possibly, and not gold. Just something really high quality, I feel. It might be ornate as far as scrolls and things to the side are concerned, like this ring where you might have all these extra embellishments, but I don't feel anything very eccentric like with skulls or anything. But you might have like those extra embellishments, kind of like this with the extra diamonds around the edges, like that picture right there. So something like that. Somewhere in between these, where the cut is really beautiful and unique. It could be traditional diamond or a pink diamond with some side embellishments, and then his will be modest, and that's the way he wants it. But he's willing to spend lots of money on you, it looks like, and you are getting your wish come true, whatever that is, and you're going to show off to all your people. All right, let's see what your charms have to say to add to this. Woohoo! Okay. So you have the number 4. That could be represent something here. You have the letter T. You have 4 of Cups. So maybe your person starts with a T and he's very like unassuming. You have the soccer ball. I feel like the soccer ball in this case could represent a yin-yang symbol, like a compatibility, quite a strong 2 different type of people, you know, one who's kind of quiet and low-key and one who's more flamboyant and outgoing, but you guys balance each other real nicely. There is a ruler here. I wonder which one of you rule the roost. But he's your rock star. You like crazy about him. And you've got forever and believe. You also have a specific direction to go in. That could be just like where does your destiny point to, you know? You have the moon, so it could have sort of a little bit of a romantic pagan feeling towards the ring. You know, his maybe with scrolls or some kind of different, like a Celtic knot or a Celtic pattern, tribal or something like that maybe. I think he's gonna have to work a lot, or he did work, made a lot of money to get this ring for you. You got a little kitty cat, you got the number 14, and name twice, so definitely have to get your Scrabble out for you. And the snowman, so it could be during the cold months, or maybe Christmas is where this happens. So let's see what your Scrabble has to say. Oh, I don't know why I left the moon there. Maybe because I'm seeing a moon in the ring. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see what we got. We have D and A. I. R. Like diary, almost. E, dare, pie. Let me do some more. Okay. Since you have named twice, might as well give you some more. K, N, like a knight. R, U, another I. We have pair. You guys are a perfect pair. Kid. Run. You want to run to each other? I see. I don't see very... this is what always happens. I stop seeing things, and then when I play back the video, I'll be like, what? There was that. Here's also Ed again. And let's see if we can see any names. There's also Red. Air. If you see somebody's initials or a name or that, it definitely means it's yours, and this is your part of the reading to play with, to see what you find. Okay, well, that's all I can really see, but I like that pair and kid. You're just a pair of kids, right? Okay, well, I hope you like that, and I guess I'll see you later. Maybe I'll see you tonight. I probably will do I gotta do some private readings, and maybe I'll get out the weekly message from your person. If not today, then tomorrow. And then I should go live tonight, but I'm kind of debating whether to go live public with everybody or just my members. So I'm still have to think about that. But I'll see you guys later. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.